Everybody's talking about Florida real estate market. Some people are saying it's crashing. Some people are saying it's a best time to buy and a best opportunity in decade. And listen, in this video, we're gonna put everything to side, right? And we're gonna actually dive in this next few minutes. We're gonna talk about exactly what's happening in Fort Myers, Florida, why buyers are taking things the wrong way or interpret things the wrong way, or hesitant, I should say. Also, we're gonna talk about this video, majority of people, what they're getting wrong. And next thing is the last one and most important thing, we're gonna talk about who should buy and who should not buy it. Exactly, this video will talk about if you are sitting there watching this video, you're like, you know what, I want to buy, but I don't know what should I do. Should I buy? Should I not? I hear this market is crashing. I'm hearing this best opportunity. So you are stuck in this commotion of emotions, right? All this moving parts. And this video, we're gonna break it down, simplify it as much as possible to you, so you can make a decision by end of this video. So are you guys ready with me? So let's talk about what's really happening here in Fort Myers, Florida. As you see, especially Lee County, you see that market right now, the inventory is just skyrocketed. It's just ridiculously, especially if you go on the Zillow, if you go to realtor.com, you go to like Cape Coral area. I would say Fort Myers and Lehigh kind of moves along a little bit. So, but Cape Coral, if you look at there, you see green all over the place, right? Or whatever, the blue, whatever Zillow has it. But you definitely see a lot longer takes home to sell, especially if a builder, invested so much money into it and trying to sell it, put some money in their pocket and pay all those fees, and the prices just they have to come down. And we see they are coming down. They are coming down back in 2021. I always say this because we look at the statistics, and probably I should do one video so you guys see instead of me just talking about it. But we see homes are sitting in the market. Matter of fact, there's one home I went into. Listen, this couple bought it. I feel so bad for them. They bought it in 2022 for $550,000. They invested at least. They put impact windows, updated kitchen, bathroom, upstairs bathroom, top end kitchen. Like I'm telling you, this kitchen you will see probably in your $1 million home, $2 million home. And right now they're selling at $520,000. And they can't sell it. It's been in the market for already almost 100 days. It's sad. It's really sad. But that's what reality is. Though, especially if you bought it in 2022, sucks. But if you're the buyer and watching this video, you're like, okay, how that helps me? Why I'm giving this information? Because it's gonna give you a leverage, which people did not have in 2021, 2022. People didn't have the leverage as my clients have today in 2025, 2026. Definitely a lot of leverage with that in place. So this is not a crash. It's more stabilizing it and putting back in perspective, and market's getting corrected. Because I'm telling you, a lot of Floridians were super pissed off, super mad when you had people coming down here, get it, people coming down here with cash, people coming down with finance and finance in place. And again, here you have a bunch of people that are retired, and you have younger generation that are trying to make it with income that we have here, and you have people coming down from different state with cash, and they just spike up the prices. The homes that were at 200, 180 grand, they went to 350, right? And so how a local person can afford that? It's very tough, very hard. But there is that coming back right now, where we see getting clients in homes with the local clients also that are being born and raised here. They're getting those homes because seller is giving that finance back, that kickback for the buyers. Why people are scared. Let's talk about why people are scared. Because a lot of people make a mistake. Number one, they hear all this negative things and the positive thing, which we see everything, social media, everything we go, we see a lot of negative, right? I like to be more on the positive side, but we also have to talk about negative as well. So I'll try not to be too negative in this video, but we got to talk about it. Insurance costs, guys. People don't get it. If you're in a flood zone of home being flooded before, your insurance will be higher. Example, a smaller home, but being flooded, insurance is about $5,000 a year. A home that's bigger, not a smaller, bigger, by almost 1,200 square feet. And in the flood zone, it is cheaper by $2,000. So that's the difference is if the home was flooded or not, the flood insurance, how old the roof is, how old your water heater and stuff like that. I have a video specifically for this topic, insurance. Go watch it so you understand it fully. What is insurance and what you got to watch out for. And the mitigation report, you have to do it, especially if you come from different states. So you guys don't do mitigation in 4.0, it's a must have if you're buying a home. Also, mortgage rate. Listen, why people are scared and hesitate? Because the mortgage rate. Listen, we are back almost at sevens. Let's not get political, but we are back at sevens. And if your credit score sucks, definitely going to be back in low sevens. So that's the biggest fear that people are kind of scared today. Also, we could talk about if you're buying single-family home, so it's not really relates to you, but those is we know Florida is a state of majority of people, or I would say 70%, 60%, I don't know the exact number, but retirees coming down here buying a second home. They don't want to go buy something huge. They want to start with a condo. We see that very often somebody comes in by a condo, and all this condos news is just being spreading, and they are the truth. They're truth about assessment fees. They're talking about HOA fees going up, and all this stuff, and your insurances and those condos are crazy. Oh, definitely that is a scary part where people really talk about the insurance rate and HOA fees, especially if you're in a condo. Let's talk about what the most people get things wrong when they want to buy a house. And this part we will talk about, dive a little bit deeper into this. Listen, I'm not trying to pump it up. I'm not trying to get you all pumped up and go pull the trigger, because in the end, we'll talk about who should buy and who should not buy. And hopefully you'll be able to make a decision based on that. That'll be the next part. But this part, what people get wrong is this. They're waiting for the perfect opportunity. They're waiting for the market crash, thinking they're going to buy it. But let me tell you something. The perfect opportunity, when the perfect time comes, things not going to be the same. You're going to lose the leverage I talked about before, the leverage that buyers have today over the sellers. You're going to lose them. When rates drops, buyers come back. That's a fact. When we had the rates drop a little bit, low sixes, we see a spike, and we see so many more people coming to the market, applying for the mortgage applications and stuff like that. We saw that. But then we see the rate goes up, and that slows down a lot. So yes, of course, there's things in the world going on that kind of scares people. But the thing is, people get wrong. It's the perfect timing. The perfect time, we'll talk about it. But see, when you understand when the buyers come back, the competition increases if you're a buyer. It is good for a seller, but what the sellers will do, if you're a seller watching this video, when you're going to see the rates drop and you see buyers coming back, the sellers will be dropping the price. I'm telling you, and that's a caveat for sellers. Rates drop, buyers come back, you see homes fly off the market faster. Your real estate should tell you, hey, homes sit in the market 90 days, 100 days. Now, this sell within 70 days. You start by thinking about it slowing down and the drop in the price. And then when competition increases, price stabilizing again, like I said, or actually it goes up. So if the rates do drop fast enough and you have more buyers on it, it will be spike up, especially with the taxes, what's going on with taxes. If that goes into effect, I will see what that's going to bring. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think, what's going to happen to Florida if DeSantis will get property tax removed from people, from the homes, from place to stay. Will that bring more people to Florida? Actually, I want to know your thought. I definitely want to know your thought about that. Let's talk about this last topic. This last topic is going to be very simple, very straightforward. Who should buy and who should not buy? Do not buy. All right. And we're going to talk about that. Who should buy? If you are thinking to stay in this area for the next 5 years, 10 years. All right. So if you are planning to stay here for the next 3 to 5 years, I say think about buying. I'll be honest, transparent with you. If you are thinking to stay here for the next 3 to 5 years, go for it, pull the trigger. If you find, if you are staying 5 years, find a home with good conditions and a good insurance profile. When I say insurance profile, that means impact windows or heavy shutters, has a new roof, new water heater, newer build because it's up to code. The way your insurance is going to be good. Again, watch the video about insurance. That way you know what insurance is. And also, you can negotiate the price and the kickback for your property. Actually, right now, I got a client on a contract they started this home at $350. There's a lot of homes in Lehigh. They start at $350. We got it for 3,025. It appraised at 306. But here's the fun part. Not only 3,025, we got a $10,000 kickback from the seller to the buyer for the closing costs, and they're buying the house for 3.5%. They're walking in the house with 10.5 grand. The mortgage payment is going to be only $1,900 a month. Think about that. So how much you paying for rent? 21, 22, 2,500 bucks. If you live in a Cape Coral house with a pool, I'm paying way more. But that's it. That's what I'm gonna say. If you are staying here for 3-5 years or more, find a home that meets all those criteria, good area, good insurance portfolio, negotiate the price, negotiate the kickback. They don't want to do it, fine. Move on to the next one. Move on to the next one. There's plenty of homes. There's plenty. You can find the same one. You can find similar to it, right? Okay. Who should wait? Listen, who should wait, right? You might want to wait. If you don't plan to stay here, obviously. If you bought it in 2022, 2023, you should wait. Do not sell 2024, 2024. If you bought it before 2021, you're good. If you bought it, whatever, in 1990s, you're good. But if you're a buyer, if the budget is stretching, include your taxes. If you buy an HOA, include your HOA assessments, include your CDD if they have a CDD, and don't forget, they do go up. The CDD do go up, HOA does go up. If you buy a new community, ask this question: hey, by the time you guys finish this community, what is HOA predictions going to be? And they'll tell you. And usually it's about $40, $70 more than whatever that HOA is at the moment. Unless they are finishing up the community already and they're done raising it, then you'll be fine with it. But definitely want to ask the question. And if you are unsure for your location and your long-term plans, all right, do not commit yourself to a mortgage if you are not comfortable with the budget, if you're not comfortable with your plan, what you're going to do, what your plans are, and stuff like that. So my prediction go, what's going to be happening right now, going into this already, kind of leaving the season, kind of in the middle of the season right now, that we'll see prices decrease. Sorry, sellers, my apology, but they will. It will be because rates not dropping and November is not here yet for the taxes. So there will be home price drop. I saw in my neighborhood, they dropped those prices in those homes that were sitting for $320, $330. They dropped them at $299 and they just start flying off the shelf. I see new builder homes, they're dropping down to the 300s. And again, I'm talking about here, like Lehigh, Fort Myers, Cape Coral area, those homes fly off the shelf. If you're sitting in that, 350 and up, and your home that doesn't have the biggest square footage, people will choose the price and the mortgage payment over anything else today. That's what we see. I think that the rates will stabilize, hopefully. Unless, again, nobody has a magic ball that tells you what's going to happen. Tell the inventory still dropping. We're not going to see prices stabilizing. It's going to be crazy. But anyway, guys, so my prediction: price drop, more drop, and if the rates drop, buyers will come in. If not, you're not going to see that. Anyway, if you want a specific, game plan for you, for your family, tailored to you and your situation, that's all I have to do. Just call my number, 239-295-0275. Give me a call. I will tailor a strategy for you specifically. We'll spend some time on the phone. We'll talk. We can meet up if you're locally. We can meet up. We'll talk about your strategy, what your plans are. Even if you're looking 6 months down the road, a year down the road, give me a call. Don't be scared. I'd be more than happy to answer, talk to you, and give you the game plan. Because last thing you want to do if you're trying to move within a month, and you have no game plan whatsoever, and then you're rushing things, because buying a home or selling a home, it is stressful as it gets. But if you have right people next to you, it is smooth. If you have a good game plan in place, it is smooth. So give me a call. I'll be more than happy to talk to you, chit chat with you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button. I think it's down there. Hit the bell button so you'll be notified next time a video comes out. And again, I'm here to help. I'm here to answer any questions. And if you want me to talk any specific topic as well, drop a comment below or shoot me a text. Be like, yo, Alec, I'm watching your YouTube channel. Listen, talk about this. I want to hear your opinion about this. As long as it's not political and as long as it's not about Russia, Ukraine, we'll talk about it. Let's go. All right. God bless. See you in the next video.